everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a full face of makeup I forgot about, makeup I literally haven't touched in a while or maybe even seen. Not that I hate this makeup, I just prefer other makeup, but I do want to give this makeup another go and see why I used to love it. Like some of these products I used to use daily and I stopped. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's go ahead and get started. So to start off, I'm gonna use the Goodbye Pores by Catrice. This primer is actually really good. It's a dupe for the, well, I'm actually almost out of this. It's a dupe for the Poreless primer from Benefit. I think the reason I just stopped using it is because of the smell. It kind of smells like chemicals and I don't really like that, and it's also not as hydrating as the one from ELF, but it does blur your pores out really well. I don't apply this all over my face because whenever I have dry patches I feel like it kind of makes them more noticeable. I don't have that many foundations. I only have like 2 that are my go-tos and then like 3 new ones or 2 new ones. So I basically use all my foundations, so I'll do my foundation and then I'll come back for concealer. Now for my concealer, I have the ELF hydrating camo and the original. So I don't use the hydrating because I feel like it kind of creases on me a little bit, and then the camo is just not my shade. It's really white, so I usually use this whenever I want to put a base on my eye for eyeshadow, and that usually works pretty nicely because it's almost like a eyeshadow primer for me. But as concealer I don't usually wear these, so I'm just gonna go in with the hydrating since it's closer to my shade. And it does smell kind of weird. It kind of smells like nail polish. I don't know if they all smell like that or if mine is expired. I mean, it doesn't have an expiration date, but we're just gonna go in with it. Also, I just feel like this isn't like full coverage, or at least not as full coverage as my favorite concealer, which is the CoverGirl. I just prefer that one over this one. It's not bad, it's not my favorite. And I'm probably gonna throw these out after this video because they do smell kind of weird, and I haven't even had them for that long, but I just don't like the smell of it either. Okay, this shade is kind of nice. I might buy this one in the same shade just because it really brightened. And my CoverGirl concealer is more full coverage, but it is darker, so it doesn't give me this brightness. That's pretty nice. If it doesn't crease throughout the day, I might consider buying it. I mean, there's a lot of product in here. I just don't know if it's expired and I don't want to risk that. Don't have a powder because I don't have a lot of base makeup like foundations and powders, so I always go in with the same powder. That concealer didn't really give me much coverage. Like I can still see my under eyes, so I would probably use that on top of my go-to concealer, which is my CoverGirl, or of a more full coverage one. Okay, for bronzer I have this ELF palette, which literally I haven't used in years. This was a birthday gift, and back then I didn't really bronze or use blush. The blush is pretty, it has a slight shimmer. I'm just gonna go ahead and bronze today, even though I don't really bronze that much. I do think the bronzer is a very nice shade though. Like, I do like it. It's a nice product. I'm just not an expert at bronzing because I hardly ever do it, and I get a little intimidated by it. I don't want to overdo it. I feel like some people use more bronzer, some people use more blush. I just prefer my blush. See very natural. Like, you can barely tell it's there, but it's there. I'm not going to be using that blush because I have another one that I want to give another go. This blemish just keeps bothering me. Okay, for blush, I have the ColourPop. Looks like this, and this is in the shade Drop of a Hat. And the reason I don't use this is because it does kind of look metallic. It has like a little shimmer. I think this is more intense than the e.l.f. one. I don't know, honestly. I just like matte blushes way better than shimmer blushes. It does give you like a glow. Like, you don't even need a highlighter after this. But it's really, really pretty of a shade. I probably would use this whenever I do want to glow, but most of the time I'm wearing matte looks, and most of the time I don't wear highlighter, so I just like matte blushes. It's a pretty blush. You can just tell I haven't really used it. Okay, moving on, let's do my eyeshadow. So I do have this palette, Alamar palette. It's really, really pretty. Like the blue, I think I mainly bought this because of these two shades. But yeah, I haven't really used it because I don't really do blue eyeshadow looks. And then the warm shades in here, the orange, the yellow, I have in other palettes. But I do want to keep using it, so I'm just gonna set my eyelid with a powder just real quick because I do get oily on my eyelids. And I'm thinking I am gonna use that blue. I also have a glitter from ColourPop that I've had in my collection. This is in Star Party. It's really, really pretty. I just don't really use it because it's not something I would wear in public. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know, I kind of want to use it today because it's been literally a while. So I'm gonna start with this shade right there. Let's just go at it. I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of want to use the blue, but I also kind of want to use the ColourPop glitter. I'm just gonna see. I do love this brand, and I do want to try more of their products, like their lip liners and their glosses. I don't know, I feel like if it was in Ulta, I would buy more of their things. I just don't really like going to separate websites to buy makeup. But I do love supporting smaller brands. Okay, that shade, I applied it very lightly. Let's go in with, I guess we can just go in with that orange. You see, I think that's another reason I don't use that palette, because I feel like it's always going to be the same colors that you're just going to be recreating the same look, at least for me. But I guess the more creative you are, the more looks you can come up with. Now I'm going to take that teal shade called Celia. It's that really, really pretty blue green. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. That is so pretty. I don't know if I want this all over the lid. I'm gonna start it in the inner corner. Yeah. Actually, I don't know. In the middle? Oh, that's pretty. I should use this more often. Okay. I don't know if I want it all over the eye. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with the like green shade here, El Malecon, and I'm gonna apply that. I kind of want to do a halo eye, but like with shimmers, so we're just gonna go with it. It's really pretty, but also I don't know if I ruined it. I'm bad. Should I add these glitters, or is it gonna be too much? Like a little bit in the center. Yeah, it's just gonna be too much. I think I'm just not gonna do it right now. I'll do it another day. Do I like that, or do I hate that? I like it, I just don't like this part right here. I always use the same mascara. I'm not a mascara hoarder, I guess. I'm just gonna apply that and do this eye. Okay, I finished my eyes. This is how they're looking. I didn't do any lashes because I don't really do lashes. For highlighter, I have two. Like I've said, I don't really use highlighters. These are not my favorite, but they're still in my collection. These are from Dose of Colors. They're not my favorite now. Back then, I feel like I did like them, especially the pink one. You can just see that dent. This is in Dream On, and then this one is in Milk and Honey. It's a really pretty gold. Back then I was just into colorful highlighters. For this look, I'll use the gold one. I just feel like it matches better. I think I just stopped using them because I didn't think they were like anything special. Like they're not super blinding. I mean, some people like that, that's fine. I already have that shimmering blush, so I feel like that helps. I want to try the Jaclyn Hill blushes. I mean, highlighters. Those are probably gonna be crazy pigmented. Okay, lastly, we're gonna do my lips. So for lips, product I haven't used in forever is Kylie lipsticks. I have like a couple of them. I was more into them back then when they were more popular. Right now, I feel like people just aren't really into them. They find them a bit drying, which is true. But back then they were really hyped and I would only hear good things about it, and I do know some people collect them. The shade I have here is Candy K, which is a shade that I used to wear pretty often, and I just stopped because I found more comfortable formulas, and I also got more into nude lipsticks. This is not really nude, it's more pinky, but it's still pretty, like the shade. Let's apply it. I will say I love how they smell. Like they smell like vanilla cupcakes. It's really good. Yeah, that's a pretty color. And I remember when I used to buy these, they did come in the kit with the lip liner, but I didn't use any lip liner back then. I don't know what was wrong with me. So I literally just basically like lost all the lip liners. I was gonna say I threw them out, but it's not like I actually threw them out. I just kind of put them somewhere and forgot about them. Either way, I wouldn't match a lip liner to the exact shade on the lipstick. I usually do a darker lip liner. But that is the finished look. I'm gonna fix my hair and clean up a little bit. Okay, so this is the final look that I achieved. I actually really enjoyed using these products again. I really liked the eyeshadow look that I did, that blue shade. I'm definitely gonna keep using that palette in future looks. But yeah, even the lipstick, it is a little bit more drying than what I prefer, but the color is really pretty. I really like it. The whole look, I just really like it. It's not that I'm gonna go back to these products, but I did enjoy remembering why I used to like them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any video recommendations, leave them for me down below, because I do want to make the content that you guys want to see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next one.